Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Cynthia. Here we tell true love stories and relevant stories from mistakes I made and mistakes other people made. In case you find this story interesting, please kindly subscribe to my channel and please don't forget to press the notification bell for my next upload. Thank you so much.
This and that and that and this in my love story.
So 6 months after I came back from Spain, I have to move from the city I was living before I went to Spain to another city. Because we who live here in Europe, we move sometimes from one city to the other because we are looking for chances in a place it will be easier for us that we can get our stay, permanent stay, easier than any other place. So we move from place to place, like I said. On getting to this new city, the social worker was so nice to me, so friendly, that she even told me that for me to move to another city, that I shouldn't forget to ask her of a document that will be like me registering there before I come, that the people will already be aware that I'm coming before I get there. Then things will be easier for me. I thanked her and I left that very day. Then, a few months later, it happens that my fiancé came visiting and he said that this kind of place we are living was not good enough for the kind of business we want to open. That time we want to open Afro restaurant. He said we don't have here enough African people to patronize us for the business, that we have to move. Then we have to move again. During this time I was planning on moving, I went to this social worker to tell her about the document she promised to give me. Do you know that this social worker denied ever discussing something like this with me or promising me that she would give me this document? The mistake I made here was that I was supposed to ask this social worker to write this, her promise down, this her intention of giving me this paper, that she should write it down, then I will have it written in case I want to ask her of this, and I can show her the paper, that this is the paper you gave me, that I should ask you for this document. So that was my mistake. The woman refused to give me this paper. And I had no choice than to rent the apartment myself. What did I do? Because I had no money with me. I have to call my fiancé. He has to pay caution. This is the payment. You pay 3 months, like here in Europe. You pay 3 months before you can enter any apartment. 3 months up front. Then you pay your normal rent for that month, and you pay your you renovate the place. If the place is not already renovated, then this is how we move. Because to move from this place to the new place I'm moving is going to take me 3 hours plus. I have to call people who will help me transport the load. Another mistake I made was that I didn't also have an agreement with these people that in all what they have to do for me, that all I'm going to pay was 750 euro. They promised me. These people told me that it's going to cost me 750 euro. At the end of it, I paid more than that. So first they started like this, with this kind of trick, like they said this journey will cost 750 euro for them to transport my things. At last they took the 750 euro. After 3 hours of uploading my things, that is not even up to half of my property, they said my money has expired. Then I have to pay them 450 again for them to start working. Then they started packing my things again and told me the money has expired after 3 hours and I have to pay again 300 euro. These people are just dealing with me, and they will not remove the kitchen that is hanging. They will not remove things hanging on the wall. They will not remove the toilet. It was difficult for me to remove these things myself, because these are some of the things that men should do. And some of the heavy things I couldn't also carry myself. So I was like, I didn't know what to do. Then I have to pay them. It was like these people are holding me in the neck. I have no choice than to pay them, just for you to know, in case you come into this kind of situation. But it's like I forgot I would have got police involved in this thing so that they will know what is going on without them knowing, like hide somewhere and call police, and the police will come and take them on away so that we can discuss what was actually happening there. But that was my mistake because I was new in Germany. I didn't know my way around during that time. I was not new. I was already 5 years here, but some of the things I was not accustomed to, things that were going on. Then these people collected another 200 and something euro from me. At the end of it, I was left with nothing. I didn't even have transport to go to move to this place because they couldn't carry us. The agreement was they're going to transport us and my load, but at the end of it, I have to go myself because they didn't come with extra car. Because everything you tell them, they keep saying yes, just to have their way to get this contract first, and then they will start fooling around. Even when they were packing the things, they were not seriously packing the things. If they were seriously packing the things, they would have finished packing it within these hours. But because they were delaying and playing, some people were just walking reluctantly. Some were smoking, drinking. When they carried things down to come down, we take them some minutes before they come down. So this was wasting the time that I was paying for, just in case. Then, at the end of it, I had no money to transport myself to this place where I'm moving to. I had no choice than to call one man who I was using his taxi most times when I do more monthly shopping, and the man will bring his taxi to transport me. So that day I called a number I used to call, and I told the man how stranded I was, that I have to move from this city to 3 hours plus. And the man wanted me to convince him that I would pay him the money. Then I told him I'll pay him his money instrumentally each month, 3 times, and I will make sure I pay it. So when the man got convinced, he said yes, he will send me his taxi. He sent me his taxi, and they were able to transport me, my sister, and my child to this new city we want to move in. Luckily for us, we are fast enough to be able to meet these people at that point when they were trying to hand over our key to the neighbor with everything not. Then my instinct kept telling me, ask these people to open their lorry, to open their van, for me to see what is inside the van. I almost ignored this, but the instinct was too strong. I said, instead of me to regret this, I better ask them. So I asked them. It was too much quarreling, argument before they reluctantly opened their van. And inside the van was my TV, my two long kitchen shrink that was marketed into 4. That was 2 of the biggest of my shrink. They took it, they wanted to take it along. I was asking them, they said they forget it, this, and we collected it from them, so they left. This area is good, the environment is friendly and things like that. But then I went to the social worker to register that I've arrived in this city, because I have to do this kind of protocol, registering myself in the in the council or whatever. In the council, I don't know what you people call it where you live. I have to register myself in the council. I have to register myself in the social worker, because the people who are giving your document are going to ask what work do you have, and the people who are assisting you, supporting you, are the people who they see it as the people who gave you work, because they're paying you money. So I went there. When I went to the council to register my name, they accepted me because I still have 2 years plus in my document. It's not a permanent stay, but 2 years. Then I went to the social worker. The social worker said, no way, if I don't have that paper, there was no need for me to come here. We battled this, to cut a long story short, for over 6 months. This woman didn't want to give me this number, and she didn't want to register me here for me to continue getting some help, some support in this city. So my fiancé was the one who was sponsoring us all through, because I didn't have what I was doing. And this is the reason why I was looking for her to open a shop, so that I wouldn't be lazing around. I will have something doing. Then one day I called my fiance. I told him that today I want to go to this office. There must be a solution to this problem. I cannot again and things like that. He warned me to be careful and gave me some advice. That morning I left. On getting to this place where the social worker is staying, working, I met her and I told her again that I'm here to see how she can help me out, how she could register me and things like that. The social worker told me that I have to go back, like she told me always, to where I'm coming from, the city I left to move to this place, that I have to go back to this city or there is no way she can ever help me. Like someone who has already made up her mind that very day, I sat down and I stayed put in the waiting room. People were coming and going as usual, and I stayed put because that very day I made up my mind I'm going to stay in this office and there should be a solution to this problem. I was still here, and a long time I didn't see people going and coming. The place was still quiet, and I was still there. And at the end of it, one man came in. So when he came in, he was shocked to see me. He was like, "What are you still doing here?" I said, "Yes, I'm waiting for Fran. So and so, Miss Mrs. So and so." She said, "Why are you still waiting? The woman has gone home." As soon as she has not gone home, she's still here. The man said, "Wait, I'm coming." He went into an office, brought a key, went to this office and opened it and said, "Look," because he took me along. "The woman is not there." I said, "The woman was here. Then when did she go?" I didn't know there's a lift the other way. The woman took that lift and went through that place without crossing this place. Remember when I saw the woman the last time, she looked at me and she went. This was how they left me in the office. Even from this particular man was how I come to realize that they have even locked the office. Even the security men have gone. They just left me in the office and locked me up. But how God will always have it his way, this old man was able to come that very day. He was like God sent me. He was like a miracle I've been waiting for. So one, he saved me from not being locked, for being stranded, and he saved me again by taking me to his office. Before I could start explaining, because I was like tearing, crying, I was like, the man, he took me to his office, asked me, "Don't worry, do you have your ID?" I gave him my ID. This man registered my name. I couldn't believe it. He registered my name. In this registration, this woman has refused to register me since over 6 months. This man registered my name and he asked me to meet this woman tomorrow because she's the one who is responsible for me. The man said he is the chef from here. He is the, what's the chef? Chairman, the director of this place. Then I was so happy. I thanked the man and I left. In my heart, I wished this shop, I was wishing in my heart this office could open this afternoon again, so that I can see the reaction of this woman when she will see that I have this number. She has been asking me since months. The next morning, I was the first person, of course, on this woman table, on her chair. I was the first person to visit this office. I was like, here I come in my mind. I knocked on the door confidently and I went in. So the woman was saying, "Yeah, what are you doing here? I told you have to go back. I can't help you." I said, "No, don't worry. I don't need to go back. I have the paper now, the number, the paper now, this bigger number." She asked me, "Is it the number, the paper?" But it's the same thing. Either the paper or the number she wants from me that will show that I'm allowed to stay in this city. I said, "I have it now." She said, "How?" "I don't mean the paper from Akin. What you have is the old number from Akin. Even they have stopped. They have they have removed you from the register there. You're no longer registered there because you moved. So now I need this one for this place." I told her I have it. She said, "How?" She collected this number from me and she took a look at it. She was so angry. She was like, "Who gave you this number?" I said, "Yesterday you left me here. I was here and all that happened. And at the end of it, this man came along and he gave me this number. She was so angry. She asked me to come out. I came out. She went to the office of the man. She was just quarreling with the man. You see, it's only this in Germany. Now, only Germany they see say even employee feel they talk to oga anyhow. It's only here in Germany I see that employee can talk to, even insult the director, and there'll be no problem. The man was asking her, what is your problem? It's not your money. Why don't you just go and help the poor woman? And things like that. I said, look at how far people could go to do harm to people while other people fight so hard to help people. Can you just imagine? So at the end of it, she left me there again. I was the last person she attended to. Reluctantly, she attended to me. So this is how I got that help. And I could take this paper to the people who will register me and give them the document like I have a work now. So that was the process. Just to share with you guys, this is one of the things we went through here in Germany, struggling to get paper, struggling to move to where we'll get paper easily. So that is it, guys. That's how I moved to this city. I wouldn't want to mention the name. And first, this social worker and was able to prove through all these things and other things that happen in this Germany as we struggle to open our Afro shop, and also as we struggle to complete our documents here, and other relevant stories coming your way. Thank you so much for watching my story. Bye, guys.